Good morning students. In this class we will be doing class 9 CBSE syllabus exercise 7.3. So we are doing triangles chapter, that is the 7th chapter in our NCERT textbook. I have completed already two exercises 7.1 and 7.2. So now I will start 7.3 in this class. Okay. These exercise, the exercise 7.3 is based on few congruency criteria that we know already. So few congruency criteria we know already is SSS, that is three sides. If three sides are equal for both the triangles, we will say that will be coming under SSS congruence. Then next one is SAS congruence, two sides and one included angle. If it is equal for two triangles, we will say that they are SAS congruence. They will come under SAS congruence. Then RHS. In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse should be equal and any one of the leg is equal in two triangles. We will say that as RHS congruence. Then one more thing is AAS we will say or ASA we will say, that is two angles and one side, included side. If it is equal to both the triangles, then we will say that both the triangles are congruent under ASA congruence, or we can say that as AAS congruence also. Okay, so based on these congruency criterions, we will be doing sums now. Okay, so this is exercise 7.3. First sum is triangle ABC and DBC. So ABC and DBC. So these two triangles are isosceles triangles or isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle means AB like this you will get on the same base BC. So this BC is the base for both the triangles. Okay, and vertices A and D, and the vertices A and D are on the same side BC, or on the same side BC. That is, same side means above. It is above both the D and A is above BC. That is on the same side. If AD is extended, if AD is extended to intersect BC at P, if AD is extended to BC to intersect the point at P, show that. So four questions they asked us to prove. One is ABD, that is this triangle. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So this is the first thing we are asked to prove. Second one is ABP. ABP, that is full triangle, and ACP. These two triangles are congruent, we have to prove. Then third one is AP bisects angle A as well as angle D, and AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. So these are the four questions we have to answer. Okay, so first question will give answer ABD and ACD. So in triangle ABD, this triangle ABD, this in triangle ABD and triangle ACD and triangle ACD. If you take these two triangles, what are all the equal parts that we will say? That is, in the question itself, it is given that AB is equal to AC. Okay, ABC and DBC. So ABC, triangle ABC and DBC. So ABC is this full triangle, and DBC. These two triangles are isosceles triangle, they said. So AB is equal to AC. So first thing is AB is equal to AC. So it is given in the question that AB is equal to AC. Then next equal part is BD is equal to CD. That is also given. BD is equal to DC. That is also given in the question. That is BD and DC. That is DBC is an isosceles triangle, it is given. So DB is equal to DC. So that is also given in the question. Then AD, if you take this part, that AD is common to both the triangles. So AD is equal to AD. That is the reason for that is AD is equal to AD, that is common. AD is common to both the triangles. So AD is common to both the triangles. So by SSS congruence, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So this is by SSS congruence. By SSS congruence, triangle ABD, that is this triangle, where I have shaded that green color, ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So both the triangles are congruent to each other. So first proof is over. ABD and ACD. ABD and ACD we have proved. So this is the first proof we have given. Then second one is, second answer for this is ABP, that is this right angle triangle, this triangle ABP, triangle ACP, these two triangles, not right angle triangle, ABP, these two triangles. So in triangle ABP, this side of the triangle ABP, that is this part, this triangle ABP, and triangle ACP and triangle ACP, those two triangles, triangle ACP. So we will take those two triangles ABP and ACP, these two triangles we take. So in these two triangles, we know that AB is equal to AC. Since it is isosceles triangle, it is given in the question. So AB is equal to AC. So AB is equal to AC. Okay. Then next one is, already we have proved that ABD and ACD are congruent. ABD and ACD are congruent. So by simplicity of the previous one, we can say that BAP. We can say that angle BAP. Angle BAP. Angle BAP. BAP. That is this angle. Angle BAP is equal to angle CAP. This angle is equal to angle CAP. CAP. So these two angles are equal. That is by this is proved above by CPCT and by CPCT. So by CPCT of the previous one, we can say that these two angles are equal. That is BAP and CAP. These two angles are equal. Then one more thing is AP. AP is equal to AP. So this is common. AP is equal to AP. This is common. So here these two sides and the included angles. So by SAS congruence, triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. ACP by SAS congruence. Side, angle, side. Angle is included. So by SAS congruence, both the triangles are congruent. So we have proved the first one. It is ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. We have proved. Then second one is ABP. Full triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. So two things we have proved. Then third one is AP bisects. AP is this part. This part alone. AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. AP bisects. So this is AP. AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. Angle A is here, angle D is here. We have to say that both the angles are bisected by this AP line segment. So that is the third proof. So third proof is that one. So third one is AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So already we have proved that ABP and ABD. This one is D. ABD. First proof is that only. ABD and ACD are congruent. We have proved. since triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACB. These two triangles are congruent. By that, by CPCT, we can say that angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. This is by CPCT. So this angle is equal, we can say. Same way we can say BDA. Angle BDA is equal to this one. BDA is this part, this angle is equal to angle CDA. This one. Angle CDA. So this is also by CPCT. Since both these angles are equal on both the sides, it is clearly understood that AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So AP, this full angle, bisects angle A. This D is only, we are extending this D only to P. That is only given. AD is extended. AD is extended to intersect BC at P. So since we are extending this path, we can easily say that AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. Okay, clear? So 3 proof we have given. Proof for 3 sums we have given. Then the last one is, fourth one is AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. So for proving that, already we have proved ABP. See here, ABP is congruent to ACP. We will take that proof. So since triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. Since these two triangles are congruent, we can say that BPA, angle BPA is equal to, BPA is this angle. This angle BPA is equal to angle CPA. Angle CPA. So BPA is equal to angle CPA. So these two angles are equal by CPCT. By CPCT, these two angles are equal. Then we are asked to say that AP is perpendicular bisector. That is, if we say that it is 90 degree, then easily we have given the proof for the given thing. We can give the answer for that like that. So, since these two are equal, these two angles are on the line BC. These two angles are on the line BC. So, if you add these two angles, you have to get linear pair for that. That is angle BPA plus angle BPA plus angle APC or CPA is equal to 180 degree. That is linear pair. If you add both, you have to get 180 degree. That is, they are on the line segment BC. So you will get linear pair for that. So since these two angles are equal, we can say, we can replace this by BPA plus angle BPA. Both are same. So we are replacing that. You will get 180. So 2 times of BPA is equal to, so 2 times of angle BPA is equal to 180. So angle BPA is equal to 90 degree. So what is BPA? BPA is this one. BPA. This is 90 degree. So if this is 90 degree, that is the proof for that. That is AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So AP, this angle we got it as 90 degree. So that is the answer for the fourth question. That is AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. So AP is perpendicular bisector for BC. This is the answer for the fourth one. Since we have proved that this is 90 degree, AP is the perpendicular bisector for BC. This is the proof for the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sums we have given the proof. Okay. Sum is AD is an altitude. AD is an altitude of an isosceles triangle ABC in which AB is equal to AC. Show that AD bisects BC and AD bisects angle A as well. So, we will take two triangles, that is in triangle ADB and triangle ADC. ADC. So, these two triangles we will take. Okay. So, in these two triangles, it is given that AB is equal to AC. It is given in the question. AB is equal to AC. Isosceles triangle, same sides. Then AD is equal to AD. So, this is common for both the triangles. So, for both the triangles, AD is equal to AD. It is common. Then, since this is the altitude of an isosceles triangle, it will be perpendicular. That is, the angle is 90 degree for that. So, angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. So, this is 90 degree. Angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. ADB is equal to ADC. Okay. So, one angle and two sides. So, this side also it is hypotenuse. Since it is 90 degree, this is the hypotenuse side. So, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC by RHS congruency. So, by RHS congruency, since this is the hypotenuse side, since the hypotenuse side of both the triangles are equal, it will be coming under RHS congruency. So, by RHS congruency, both the triangles are congruent. So, from this we will prove these two things. We are asked to prove AD bisects BC. AD bisects BC. Since these two triangles are congruent, we can say that BD is equal to DC. So, this is by CPCT. Both the sides BD is equal to DC. BD is equal to DC. So, this is by CPCT. So, AD bisects. Since this part BD is equal to DC, we can say that AD bisects. Therefore, AD bisects BC. AD bisects BC. Since these two line segments are equal, that is D is the midpoint, we can say that AD bisects BC. So, this is the first thing. Then, AD bisects angle A. So, angle A is here. So, AD is here. So, that is also DAB. Angle DAB is equal to angle DAC. So, this is also by CPCT. So, by CPCT, these two angles are equal. So, AD bisects angle A. AD bisects. So, this AD bisects angle A. So, this is the proof for these two sums. So, with this, I am completing today's class. So, if you have any doubts, message me in the comment box. Lot of practice you have to do. Then only these are all theory sums. So, you have to do, if you do lot of practice only, you will be familiar with the answers. Okay. Keep practicing.